What's up, everybody? Me and Will are having a fun time before we even start this episode.
Dude, we just got through talking in a couple episodes back about electronic problems.
Yep, that part.
We are on take 2.
Yeah, we were a good 10 minutes in, and
oh boy,
so
goddamn computers, boy.
Hey,
I swear.
Listen, we tell you all the time, we raw over here, so like we don't mind letting you know how things go sometimes, and sometimes everything ain't perfect. So
it ain't.
Here we
Especially
are.
My computer, god dog. I'll be praying we make it through.
We got it. So anyway, welcome to another episode of Perc Talk. We're in the middle of indoor season. This is like mid-March right now, so trying to catch some groups and do some stuff before I get too busy with life on my end. This week, I was talking to my old lady about this week, and it's like, we got practice till 6 Monday, and then we got a concert Tuesday night, and then I take my middle schools we call them large ensemble performance assessment. I know some people call them CPAs, some people call them MPAs. But we have that Wednesday, and then a practice again Wednesday night, and then the high school has their performance assessment Thursday night, and then Friday night or Friday afternoon we leave for the WGI Mid East region.
There it is.
So that's Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then get to go back to school on Monday. I have 240 something sick days. You'd think I'd use one.
Yeah, you need to. Literally not go to school for like 3 years.
A year and a half. I could take a year and a half off. I could theoretically, the last year and a half of my job, I could not go to work.
That's insane.
And then retire.
Must be nice.
But I can't do that. I like my job.
See,
I do. I like my job.
And that's why you got them.
Yeah.
That's why you got so many, because you do. A lot of people can't say that.
No. And I really try not to take that for granted. I really do.
Nah.
A lot of people, is every day of my job great? No. But ultimately, this is what I'd rather be doing. If I'm going to have a bad day, at least I'm having a bad day doing something that I like and I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And something else. So yeah, there it is. All right, we're going to get into it before anything else goes wrong with our technology. So today we're going to watch a video. We got a high school group for you this year.
Yeah. We're actually.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, we're going to actually head up to the PNW on my end of the map and check out some lines. Hey, there's some talent up here, man. Some good groups. It's just tough because I as soon as I moved, man, I was like, I get it, West Coast. I get it. Why a lot of you don't come this way, or as in Dayton don't come this way. Yeah. But it's tough, man. That's a long haul in the distance, and a lot of plotting and planning. But there are some amazing groups up here this year, and we're going to take a look at one of them, and that is Kamiak High School. I am about, to be honest, I think I'm only like 25, 30 minutes from Kamiak High School. It's not too far away. Real quick, last year they actually did very, very well. They went undefeated in the circuit and actually took a trip down to California in their circuit. And not only that, they also did the WGI Regional in Portland, Oregon, and they won all of those shows. They even beat the people in Scholastic Open in California, too. So they had a very successful year last year. And this year, what I think they used that Cali Regional because it's so far. I mean, they had to fly because it's so far down there. I think they used that as their WGI Regional, to save money and stuff like that. So this year they're back at WGI and they will be attending Dayton. And I'm here for it because that's going, they get to see Victor J go head to head and everybody else in Scholastic Open and try to ruffle some feathers in that class. And we always like the good competition that goes on around. So giving some props to these groups.
That first trip to Dayton, whether you live in, the Midwest or the South, are the ways. It doesn't matter. That first trip to Dayton is something special. It is.
It is.
I mean,
It is. It really is.
That's our mecca. You know, that'd be like a basketball fan going to Boston Gardens. I know they don't call it Boston Gardens anymore, but you know, our football fan going to Lambeau. You know, so it is a big deal. It's so much fun. So I really hope they enjoy the experience, no matter what they place. I know the first year we took our kids to World Championships. It was our 5th year competing in indoor, and we had a really good group of seniors who started the program as middle schoolers. That stuck with it, and it was our 5th year. And I said, you know what? Let's go to Worlds. Like, why not? I mean, I looked at the prices. We were a smaller group, so like we didn't have to get a whole bunch of hotels. And it seems like every year we have some type of connection to Ohio. Like one of the parents is from there or something like that. So we were able to get a school to rehearse in, and we got a really good price on a hotel that wasn't too far from Dayton, that wasn't too far from Nutter Center. And it was right down the road from this place called Scene 75, which we go to every year. And it was just a really good experience. We came in next to last in Class A, Scholastic A. I think there were 60 groups there. We were 59th. But just to play in those arenas and say we were a part of it was really, really cool. And I mean, we go every year. Like this year we're going. We're not competing because their director signed them up a little bit too late, got put on a waiting list, and they decided to dissolve the waiting list. So next year I'll just sign up the day after championships.
Gonna be the last to go on everywhere.
Yeah. Like, how are you A class and going off to world class? Hey, listen.
That's like, hey, I don't know.
We signed up as soon as that downbeat hit at World Championship. Boy, he's signed up for 2026. What the? How did this? We didn't even meet the form. Hey. I did it. I made the form for you.
Hey.
How did you know what the fees were? I just guessed. I don't know. But yeah, so, but you know, I did not want to deny a trip for those seniors because we've gone ever since then. We've gone since that 5th year. I think it was actually 2013. I think that was our first year. Man, I brought that year up the other day. But today, actually, 2013, I think that's where we had the Western Regional when the Kamiak High School came up and stayed with us. But ever since 2013, we've been to every single one, except for, of course, the COVID year. But nobody went. Well, we did compete virtually that season. So that was a thing, too. So I was like, we're going to go. We're just doing a truncated trip. So we're going to leave Friday and come back Sunday instead of leaving Wednesday and come back Sunday. So, but anyway, enough about us and stuff. Kamiak, let's watch it. We got the video down in the description below, so you can watch it without us talking over it if you want to watch it. That also supports the people who make the video because Lord knows they're doing God's work.
Yes, they are.
So we are going to do a countdown, and then we are going to watch One Grain of Sand by Kamiak Percussion. This is from March 1st. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Their program, One Grain of Sand. The WAAAA is proud to present Kamiak Percussion.
All right now, Kamiak.
Here we go. I'm always impressed about how well some of these high school kids can move.
I was about to say that. I was like, man, they really do move well.
Especially for percussionists.
Yes, because that is very difficult these days. You got to bring in a lot of people.
Yes.
That's a tough front intro.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So
Okay, set player. Right.
Another rhythm going over the bar in the front ensemble. Add-on snare solo.
Good add-on snare, yep. Giving me a little bit of Broken City vibe.
Yeah. It's open, but it still has a little bit of density to it.
Yeah. Come on, bassist. Uh-oh. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Gotta listen back on that.
About to say listening environment. All right.
Gotta watch out on them downbeats.
Yeah. It's tough.
Okay. It's a creative way to do an hourglass.
Yes. They love to just start their mallet features with just burst of speeds.
Yeah. The audio is good.
Yeah. Less fidelity.
It's always good when your audio is clear. You don't have to struggle to hear it. That's a mood change.
More of a little groove here.
Yeah, and I was gonna say they got some good dynamic controls. There's a explosion moment here and there. Ooh, that's tough. Check it out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's hard. Okay, early season.
right?
Early season. Especially for us, because on this side of the map, I mean, they just got started.
Yeah,
That was literally the first show of the season. Uh, but yeah, man, I'm not mad at that. They got some good moments going on.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And I think they're doing a lot of really. They're taking. I don't want to say they're taking a lot of risks, but they're going after some stuff. Like they're just like we're. A lot of that pitch stuff is kind of tough and exposed and open.
Yes.
You come out covered out of a phrase, it's like, whoa,
Right.
wait a minute. Like,
That's hard.
Where's the prep?
We need no stinking prep.
Like, can we get a count off or something?
None. Cold attacks. That's why I was like Broken City vibes up in here. I was like, this. The battery kind of does the same thing. I mean, just in some of the movements, it's very, man, just go, like you said.
But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Well, open class group, there's some world class elements in there, especially in the front. But
I think also visually how they move.
Yes, they move really well.
Like drill wise, I think a lot of that stuff it gets so confusing. Sometimes it's like how much to do it or feel like you have to do it in certain classes until you get world.
Yeah, I think, because I kind of struggle with this because, people, if I use my only group as an example, I'm just like, I see our group every day, and I'm just like, as an ensemble, I think we're an A-class ensemble. Do we have some open class players? Yeah, but I think as an ensemble, because we have such a mix, I'm just like, I think overall with some of the stuff that we're doing, it's just like, for me, is maturity of sound, the type of show that we're doing. I personally don't think it's open, but then other people listen to it like, no, that's open beyond that. Like, what do you?
Right, because they're hearing it. It's like I'm getting too many open elements than what you think you may have or what you feel like you have in an ensemble.
Yeah. So it's a matter of like your perspective. I see my kids every day. I know what they're capable of. And things of that nature. But when somebody else sees them, they're just like, that's just great. I'm just like, what are you talking about? We suck. What are you doing? It's like, so, it's just like you can see it from everybody else's perspective, or you can see it in somebody else, but you can never see it in your own groups. I saw,
and that's why we always say is you gotta step out of your bubble and be a spectator, and pretend like you have nothing to do with this group, and now critique yourself.
Yeah, and critique yourself as in like you said, not a part of the group. So you with a different set of ears, as opposed to, because a lot of times when you listen to your own groups, you're listening for the mistake.
Because you know what's coming. You know
where it's supposed to be. So that's what happens to a lot of us as instructors, and I'm guilty of it myself. I've been doing this for a long time, and I still have that issue and regret. But I saw a quote today on Facebook, and it kind of aligns with this, but it was basically saying when we judge other people, we judge it off of what they actually did. But when we judge ourselves, we judge ourselves off of our intention. And I was just like, man, that's kind of neat. Because, we look at somebody else like, you did this. But when we do the same thing, when we judge ourselves, we're like, well, this is what I intended to do.
You see, I tell you, pick and choose. I say that all the time.
Yep. So, it's a thing. Yay, philosophy. But, listen, music's a game. There's a book, The Game of Music. It's based off the game of tennis. And it just talks about, the mental and the psychological aspects of being a great musician. And you have to teach your kids those things and how to do that, and how to work, and how to fight through mistakes, and all of that stuff. And when you see these world-class groups, some of these open class groups, they have not only have they mastered a lot of the talents, but they have mastered the psychological part of it as well to be able to get to that point of excellence. So those people that are running those great groups that have been great for a long time, they do that for a reason, and it's not just because the kids have talent, but they know how to handle it. They handle it. So it's a lot. But Kamiak, good job, man.
Yeah, good stuff. On the right path to doing some great things.
Yeah.
Tweaks here and there. It's beginning of season, but I'm already like, hell, y'all are down to individual responsibility.
Yeah.
Listening back stuff, little tiny things, and not crushing phrases or here or there, or rushing phrases here and there. And it's gonna lock in. That's gonna be one to definitely watch out for once Dayton gets here and we start getting into the prelims and all that kind of junk. And I'm, for one, am going to be excited to catch them, and I'll keep an eye on the schedule and see what times they go on and stuff like that, and see how they fare against all the other groups that we've seen rolling around already in open.
For sure. For sure. So let's go to the comments.
Good job, man.
What you think about them, and if there's any other high school groups you want us to catch. Like I said, it doesn't matter what class. We don't, we do a lot of world class, but we also know that there's other folks out there that want to see their groups. And we like to do them too. Like, we come from A class backgrounds. So.
Listen. Trying to tell you.
So it's hard work is hard work. Great shows are great shows, no matter what class it is. There are some A class groups out there that are absolutely smashing it right now. That are truly A class. Like they are doing the basic skills, and they're doing them to the best of their abilities. So shout out to all of them. DCI's obviously DCI. Lord have mercy. WGI is already on the promotion already. I'm just looking at it. So far this season, there has been 7 groups that got promoted from A class to open, Scholastic wise.
Here we go.
So it's here. There's probably a few more coming, I would suspect. So be ready. Take it as a blessing. I know I cried when we got promoted last year, but it's okay. I don't want to go against the big boys. And we did okay. We did fine. We held our own. Little group that could. But anyway, so yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, tell all the people who do all the things with the stuff and the buttons and stuff. Yeah. Or don't. I don't care. Who am I to tell you what to do? I mean, we're going to do it regardless. So. Is that something I shouldn't say? I'm sorry.
He said, well, wait a minute. Okay, we're fine then.
People might appreciate the honesty. Like, we want you to, but we also understand, like, if you don't want to, we get it.
Hey, I get it too. Hey, yeah. I'll remind you, but hey, you ain't obligated.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but if you like it, hey, let us know. And that just lets you know when we release videos, and might be working on a vlog for our regional trip. Might be able to do a little vloggy vlog.
Word.
So you can see us, and as we hang out and go and compete at a big regional, 2-day regional. Hey, you don't have to get up too early though.
See that part.
We don't perform at 8 o'clock in the morning, which would be 6 o'clock in the morning your time.
Be 5.
No, if you ain't up, then we'll call you. Check on you. You good? Anyway, this is Whoop Said. I'm Will.
How you fusion our names?
I don't know.
John.
All right, we're done.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.